Hello, my name is Dan McDonald. I'm the Life Regenerator here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of TED Talks. You're like a crazy fruitarian and you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing
and
well.
you're raising up in the ranks.
Question of the day comes from a Patreon supporter. He says, Ted, what are some different ways you think of motivation to work and get things done? With everything being different, some quotes or ways of thinking will click in some people's heads more than others. Some will hear, just get it done because you could go at any moment, and make a simple connection to drive their workflow, while others resonate with something more detailed. Well, how to motivate everyone in every different situation? I don't think motivation is an exterior factor. I really think it comes from within. You've got to have motive. You got to have a reason why you want to do something so badly. And so, the way I help motivate people is I just ask them questions. I get them thinking. You know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink. So the questions I ask people on a one-on-one basis, like when I'm doing coaching with people or mentoring with people, is the questions I ask questions that make them want to drink the water. I ask them questions that, like, it makes them want to drink the water. And they're like, wow, I never thought of it that way, or like, holy smokes, having just said that to you, now I realize why, blah, 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 blah. So a lot of times people aren't asked questions, they're told things. Many times people go to their work and they're being told, do this, do that, do this, do that. But how often are we actually asked questions that allow us to self-reflect and think about things in a really constructive, positive way? I don't think very often. That's where the benefit really lies in getting mentoring. Now, the way to get yourself motivated, I think, is just realize that, man, take some time for yourself and realize that if you don't get crystal clear on what it is you want, you're never gonna have it. You're never gonna have it. So get clear on what you want. And then once you're clear on what you want, realize that if it's not what you absolutely want, you're probably not gonna have it. Like if you write down a goal, like I wanna be able to do like 1,000 push-ups. Well, why? Why do you wanna do 1,000 push-ups? Like, well, because I wanna like break a world record. Well, why? Well, because like maybe like make my parents proud and like maybe I can make a bunch of money or something. It's like, don't do anything for money, don't do anything to make your parents proud. You do something because you love the process. When I say why, the answer should be because I absolutely love doing it. I can't see myself doing anything else. That's got to be the reason why. Why am I starting a company right now? Why am I starting an app? Because I'm obsessed with it. I can't think of anything else, and I love helping people. So that's why I'm doing that. So I'm so motivated to do that because I can't do anything else. It's like I have to do it. Your motivation has to be so strong. It's like that you have to take a piss. Like you can't just sit down. You have to actually stand up and go take the piss. Like you have to take action. It's got to like elicit some feeling within you. That's how motivation comes. And if you're unmotivated one day, then you're unmotivated one day. Perhaps you go through some phases. But over the grand scheme of things, if you really zoom out, you're not going to be able to see those low days. You're not going to see those low days. So when people say like, oh, he lives or she lives such a successful life, you know, she started here and she ended up there. But really, it wasn't like boom and then up there. It was like boom and then you started going down and up, and then finally, like after so much persistence, because she's absolutely obsessed over it, she made it to the top, or he made it to the top. But you only really see that when you zoom out. But if you're hanging out with this person day by day, like if you hung out with like Michael Jordan, if you hung out with like Wayne Gretzky, if you hung out with like LeBron James or something through their career, you'd see like, well, they're just like going to practice like everyone else, and like they're just training like everyone else. Like there's not really something that like majorly stands out. It's just like they do the little things, and the only reason they do those little things is because they really care. They really care. And they do the easy things, and the reason they succeed by doing so many little small easy things is because what's easy to do is also easy not to do. So the reason people get cavities is because they just do something that's very easy not to do. They don't brush their teeth. And the people who don't get cavities are the people who are always brushing their teeth and always flossing. Flossing, brushing your teeth is very easy to do, but it's also very easy not to do. That's why a lot of people don't do it. Making YouTube videos, it's quite easy to do. A lot of people make it quite big on YouTube. Not because they work so much harder than other people on YouTube, they just make YouTube videos, and it's quite easy to do. And as a result, it's also easy not to do. So the only reason people do the easy things is because they want to. They really, really want to. They're like obsessed with it. So they're super motivated to do that. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to doing what you absolutely love to do and absolutely love what you're doing. If you're not, then you're not going to really find that motivation. And it's okay to lose motivation and say, you know what, I'm going to pivot in life. I'm not going to stop doing this because I've lost my motivation for it. Instead, I'm going to do this. That is fantastic. I'm so inspired by people who do that. I'm so inspired by people who drop out of college when they realize they're no longer passionate for like politics or something, or they drop out of college because they're no longer passionate, or they're no longer motivated to do their biology class, or I don't even know what things they're teaching in college these days. I'm so out of the loop. I'm really ignorant when it comes to what's in college these days because I don't focus on it at all. Instead I focus on what's online. I focus on the social media, focus on the internet, focus on just helping people on a mass scale online. That's where my focus is. So even giving analogies about college, I really suck at doing that. But I'm really inspired by people who just stop doing what they're doing. I'm inspired by people who quit their marriage, who get a divorce. I'm inspired by athletes who stop their sport and they just start doing what they love. I'm inspired by people who just give up on their dreams because they found a better dream. They found a stronger obsession. I think it's fantastic. A lot of people, they're guilt tripped into like sticking through something even though they don't really want to do it anymore. Even though when they've lost the motivation, you know. When you've lost your motivation and what you're doing is like a burden on your emotions, you're just going to be a burden on everyone else around you. You're going to be a burden on the world as a whole, man. So do what you love, play your part, and you will definitely succeed if you're strongly motivated enough to do it. And you're going to be strongly motivated enough to do it if you love it. And it's okay for your loves to change day by day, guys. So just take it day by day, take it moment by moment, and enjoy the flow. Don't forget to breathe. Peace out. Love you lots. Thanks for supporting me, John. Okay, 3, 2, 1.